Good morning, people. Nice to see you all. Yes, it's super early, but today is Training Thursday, and I am getting in because I have had a little mind, like a brainwave. And it all came from an experience I had yesterday. So I wanted to tell you while it was all juicy and fresh in my mind and get you set for another epic day in your world. So good morning, Nick, and anybody else who is joining us super early today for a super early Training Thursday. All right. I wanted to come in and talk to you today about when life throws you those curveballs and what to do about that. Like, when you're coming up and you're like, okay, I want the best and most amazing business of my life. And then all of a sudden the universe sends you like a challenge. It sends you one of those like clients that you need to convince. It sends you a bill that you weren't expecting. It sends you, all of these things, right? And we're sitting there going, I want a business and a life that I love. I want to make the most amount of money possible, but I don't want to pay any tax. I want to I want to see all of the people in the world, but I don't want to be seen. I want to be able to have the most amazing relationship in my life, but I don't want to have the conversations. It's such an interesting thing, right? And it gets explored in the Manson book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a. And he talks about it, and he talks about it on a couple of podcasts, actually, about the shit sandwich. Yes, I'm going to swear in this one. You should probably turn it off if you've got kids around. So what shit sandwich are you willing to eat? Now, a shit sandwich is a bit like, ooh, the nice fluffy white bread. Okay, multigrain, spectacular sourdough based on seeds. Depends on who we're talking to, right? So we've got bread, then we've got shit in the middle, and then we've got amazing bread at the end. What type of shit sandwich are you willing to take to get to the end of your goals? Now, this all comes from yesterday when my shit sandwich hit like a megaton truck. It was amazing. It was so good. So as some of you guys know, I am training to become a commercial helicopter pilot. To travel all the way around the world because no woman has done it from east to west. And I think, well, that's a bit dumb. I think I should do that. So to do that, you have to sit 8 exams, 8 mega exams. And one of them right at the end is the hooly dooly one. You guys will hear about it when I sit that one. But I'm on my 6th one, so I'm nearly there. And yesterday, it was a theory exam, and I failed. Now, even as I'm speaking that to you guys, like I got all sorts of stuff still coming up in my chest. I've got like, oh, failed. I'm not somebody who takes to failure very well. I was always really good at school. And so I just expect to go really well at stuff. And so when I fail by 4%, which is actually one question, it's pretty epic. That's a whole bunch of shit. And so that was like, okay, am I supposed to do this? How you have those moments? And it was only a couple of seconds for the questioning of, am I supposed to do this? Is this what I really want to do? Maybe the universe is sending me a message, the usual stuff that goes on in your head. And then I was like, okay, that sucks, but I can resit it in 2 weeks' time. That's the cool thing about a pilot's course. You get 3 tries at it because it's such an epic exam. And so I can sit it in 2 weeks' time. So I was like, oh, that's okay. And then I rang my mum to find out, can we have some, a little conversation, a little debrief about how I went? And she told me my sister had been rushed to hospital. So I was like, what? This is ridiculous. Then at the same time as I had finished my exam, I checked on all my tribe. I love my tribe. I always check on you guys. I have 3 tribes. I've got my my mastermind, my club, and my hub. And a couple of my tribesters were having a really hard time, and I really wanted to have a conversation with them. And so I was hit again. It was like, do I really want to do this? I don't have the time. What da 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 da. It was like shit sandwich, shit sandwich, shit sandwich. But at the time, I was like, it's all just poo. And because when you're in the middle of it, right, it feels like poo. And so then there was that, and then I checked on my my Facebook page, and yet again, only 2 weeks ago, I went and looked after something. I've had a stalker harassment for nearly 4 years now, so we found in the police records, and he had changed his profile and then tried to find me again and started carrying on. And I can laugh now because it's like, but yesterday for a whole hour, I was in pity partyville. I was like, there was tears, there was tantrums, there was, this is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. And you know, in those moments when all you can think of is how much poo there is around, like it's all just poo. And you can't see that there's a sandwich on each end. So when you're in the middle and you're sitting there, what can you do to change that? And at the time, and sometimes you just don't want to change it. You just want to sit in the pity party, and you just want to have lots of like poo, and you want everybody else to join you in there, and it's all just cranky yuckiness, right? So I was in there, and yes, Amy, I love the poo emoji. So I was in there just going, okay, this is just ridiculous. So I had like wham, 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 all at the same time, 4 big whammies. And then I just sat with it for a second, and I felt the feelings, and I was like, And I was really lucky to call one of my amazing business buddies, because you know, at the time, again, my hubby's away. I've got 3 kids. I'm doing all of the things like you guys all do. And so I got on the phone to my business buddy. I was like, this is ridiculous. I know this is an upper limit. Every time something amazing is about to happen, something shit sandwichy starts to happen. So you want to get to the other side of the shit sandwich, right? But you're not willing to take the shit in the middle. And I was like, oh, okay, right, that's what's happening. So I really, really want to share the message of being all that you can be in the world. I really want to share the message of being human at the same time as being the best practitioner you can be. I really want to share this message. And to do that, I need to be visible. But the shit in the middle that goes with being visible is occasionally you're going to have people who aren't very nice. That has nothing to do with me. That has to do with them. And I have to just be able to take responsibility, go and get some legals, get everything all sorted, and have all of that out of the way. But I have to be willing to, and for you, what shit sandwich are you willing to do to get to that thing that you are looking for? Some of you guys, and that's the thing, I really want to connect with my sister, and I've been thinking about it the past couple of days. Didn't want to connect with her in hospital though, but she's all well, so please don't, like, it's all good. She's all well, and she's got the best care possible, so it's all good. And then I want to connect with my tribe, and I want to be able to look after everybody, but how can I do that? So then again, so how can I deal with the poo in the middle to get to the gold at the end? So then talking more to my community manager so that we can support everybody that we possibly can. And then the last one was all about do I really want to continue with flying helicopters? Well, of course I do. But in that moment, I have to truly let go of the idea and let go of the outcome of truly going for the helicopter and go, okay, what would it really look like if I let that go? And in that moment, I went, it would look like that. And then I would pick it up again. So I could just let it go. And then in 2 weeks' time, I could just sit the exam again. But I have to be willing to go with the failures to get to the success. I have to be willing to go through that to understand and you know, really see what's in those exams and how to answer those questions the way I need to answer them to get to the success bit. So for you guys, if you are going through the shitstorm of whatever is happening, yes, I told you I was swearing in this one. If you are going through poo, just keep going. Recognize that it's poo and that there's good stuff on the other side. Some of you guys are worried because you have a shit sandwich job. One of those ones where you're like, it's not my dream, it's not my passion, but at the moment you've got to get through there because something has to fund your dream and your passion. Something has to get there, be able to support the dreams and the goals that you have. It might be something, a relationship that you have in your life, maybe a family member or your partner, and you really want it to go to the next level, but it's feeling all icky and weird, but you're not willing to have the conversation. Where are you willing to go? What shit are you willing to take to get to your dreams? Now, as I was thinking over this and as I was kind of mulling over it, I always bring it back to nature. I mean, we're all natural therapists, and nature shows it us all the time and we just ignore it. And so I was sitting there looking at the clouds coming up, and I was like, I can't have the sunrise that I had this morning without the cloud cover refracting the light, right? And clouds aren't my favorite, but oh my goodness, I couldn't have that. We can't have rainbows without the rain. So how much rain are we willing to put up with to get the rainbow? How much cloud cover are we willing to put up with to get that epic sunrise? How much thunderstorms are we willing to go through to actually finally get to summer? So whatever it is for you today that is giving you the shits, it's okay. Something amazing is around the corner. And just be curious about how much you are willing to go there or how much you're willing to give up to get to the other side of that shit sandwich. So hopefully this has been beneficial, and someone here needs to hear that. I share all of the things in my life, the light and the dark, because Insta-worthy stuff doesn't quite make it. Right? It doesn't let us know that it's okay to go through the shitty stuff as well. And I'm not sharing it to have a big pity party. I'm okay. Everyone's okay. I go through just the same as every other human. I go through ups and I go through downs, and then I come out the other side. And I'm lucky because my little bits are much shorter these days. And so I'm not asking you for that. What I'm inviting you to is, if you are in it, know that you're not alone. It happens to everybody. If you are trying to build something that's bigger than you, it will come more frequently, because it's through that stuff that the gold comes on the other side. It's through those challenges that you learn to grow and be strong and be resilient. And it's through those moments where the learning truly is. And it's not superficial, it's really deep. So yes, if you needed to hear this today, it's okay. You're going to get through it. I promise. There is something on the other side. If you know somebody who needs to hear this, please share it, because we need to talk about this more. We need to talk about the blah stuff to get to the stuff. And I want to thank you guys all for being here in the tribe and being here so that I can really truly be of service, because this is what I love to do. And to have you guys to be able to serve, I feel very, very, very blessed. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing, amazing Thursday, and I will catch you guys in the Naturepreneur Hub for Freaky Friday as well tomorrow. All right. See you guys. Bye.